Welcome to the N7 Theatre at City and Islington College and to our performance. May we take the opportunity to remind you to turn off all mobile phones as they can interfere with the sound system. This is an examined performance, so please be respectful of the performance. Enjoy the show.
When the news hit,
it was like a meteor.
like something shattered,
Something as tiny as a little hair on a pillow.
or as big as the Big Bang broke the world open.
Like an egg. What?
Broke open, like an egg, never to be fixed back the way it had been.
That day at school, I smashed a mirror. It was only a school mirror, so I didn't get the bad luck. Not myself. I guess everyone did. Everyone at school. Like when everyone has to stay behind in PE because one kid's being naughty. The pieces of the mirror laid there on the scuffed tiles of the changing room floor. I had on my plimp soles and green and red socks like watermelons. 5 mirror pieces stared back at me. And then the PE teacher came in and found what I'd done. And everyone had to stay behind after PE whilst I cleaned up. Even though my mate had just died and no one else's had. Even though only I had smashed the mirror and no one else had. Even though he should have been in PE with me, except he died. Even though I only found out he died because of a hashtag.
It was a big, empty, supernova space.
Like an abyss.
Like he's internal.
Ness?
Like he's autonomous. Was an expansive, effortless abyss, in which he hung like an astronaut,
Or a deep sea diver.
or an astronaut, one will do,
Or just a boy named Elbow.
in the deep nothing.
Most of all, though, I like the smell of the rain when the soil hits it. It's like warm dust in an airing closet. Shh! Remember when we used to play hide and seek at Nana's, hiding in her airing closet? Shh! Standing on her cold bathroom floor, and she'd like roughly, sort of shaky, kind of dry. Do you remember the scrapiness of your goosebumps, do you?
But it was nice and not nice at the same time, like extreme loud close-up feelings, like she'd ward you.
Yeah, and then she.
We are grieving!
Oh, I think I'm horny.
Oh, please.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do anything about it. I'm just saying a feeling that I'm feeling that is felt.
This really isn't the time to be talking about towels or airing closets while we hide or anything else.
Especially anything else.
Is that really the person you want us to be? The one who finds out their best friend dies and... Best friend?
One of our best friends.
I wasn't going to do anything about it.
I should hope not. We're here to remain solemnly and think respectful thoughts about one of our best friends. And at a sensitive, possibly moonlit moment, cry. While looking at a framed photo.
How do you know?
They do it in film.
Just so we all know, I wasn't proposing a wank.
Please.
We don't have a framed photo of him.
I just mean whatever we do will be what people do. It'll be like a film.
I miss Nana. I prefer commercial to hole in the ground once. The ground makes you feel how heavy the earth is. We haven't cried yet. Is that weird? Don't people find that cry instead of...
I shall have a look at my book. Everything's in here now. How long after the death of a best friend...
Best friend?
Best in school friend.
primary, I mean...
Not recently.
Not since.
Of a long-serving friend, how soon until one should cry?
Why are we feeling anything?
Because everyone's yammering on.
Only 2 people don't feel anything. Psychopaths and robots.
If we don't feel anything,
If we never feel anything...
does that... Do we all be a psychopath?
We are not a psychopath. Wait, it'll be in the book somewhere. Have you seen American Psycho? Can you just shut up and bloody well grieve, please? Or Hannibal Lecter, or that dude from Clockwork Orange. Sometimes psychos are just cool. James Bond is a psycho.
James Bond is not a psycho. Okay, he is a bit. But we're not here to discuss James Bond. Can we please all just stop our mind wandering, sit patiently, and we shall grieve? This is a defining moment. Perhaps the most defining moment of our lives. And don't pick your nose!
Albert had never thought about how he thought, but the further he thought into the great deep nothing, the more clearly he heard them.
As if they had just arrived.
Like the universe and the Big Bang all arrived in one day out of nowhere.
Like a smash in a mirror appeared one day and made 5 pieces out of one.
There's something strange about school when your friendships die.
There's something about the uniform lines of uniform kids.
All moving together when the bell sounds. The all-at-once colossal scraping of chairs.
A dawn chorus grunting, squeaking furniture across the whole school.
Or like a hive of trolls creaking from under their bridges.
Or like a whole morgue farting at once.
Or like a hive, like we agreed.
Or like a morgue, because I never agreed, only you did.
Thank you, that was the first one. I didn't say go, Shona! Books remain open, please, thank you. Isn't that nice? In summary, people used to believe that the smallest thing in the universe is the atom. That an atom is one thing that cannot be divided up into any smaller parts. But now we know it's actually quite a busy bunch of separate things, all hanging out together and making one individual thing. Books away, thank you everyone. Actually, I want to ride that boat. Before you go, it's nothing bad. I know you and the hamster were best friends. Best is, you'll probably think so much of now. If it were me at your age, I would have shattered into a million pieces. It shows your strength that you're able to stay one piece true.
Thanks, sir.
Before you go, we're holding a short after-school service on Friday, just for students and some staff who want to, so that people can come and pay their respects. Hamster's mum specifically asked if you'd speak as Hamster's best friend.
Best friend. We were close-ish, but I thought we'd both just drifted.
Peeled away.
We thought we were better than him.
Balls a dash.
That's what we said. We said we'd outgrow him. That's essentially.
It was a dumb argument.
It was the last thing we said.
If we were his best mate, we'd know, right?
If we were, there should have been some sort of ceremony.
Maybe he kept a secret from us?
With witnesses and signatories. How preposterous! A secret? Why?
Because he didn't trust us.
Why wouldn't he trust us?
Come on. We're awesome. People can tell us anything. We're not like Shona and those fakers.
Why aren't we feeling anything then?
Hamster's mum was simply confused. We were best friends at primary. And I mean, it's not her fault. Things simply change at high school. It's a far more sophisticated ecosystem of relationships and...
He was our best friend, till Amir.
See them all lit up from a mile off, like a Christmas shop front.
The buses float through the dark towards you like there's something glowing underwater.
These strange, sad gold pods. Glowing. These strange, sad gold pods. Red mouths open, scooping up kids, muddy uniforms, and... No.
And sickening them up the road.
Oh my God, give that back!
Oh my God, get off!
Ah, that's Danielle's house.
What Danielle?
I swear I told about Danielle like yesterday.
Give it back!
Oh, you mean that? Oh, that Danielle. Danielle, okay, I get you.
Amira,
Yeah?
you and Elbe fancy coming?
When? What?
Friday after school have done their thing.
You just want to go. He just wants everyone to meet Danielle.
Piss off. She won't be there. No, it's like purely a hamster thing. Do things kind of like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know, like, the school's naming a tree after him or some craps. Like, why can't we do a thing? Like our own thing?
What's this?
We had an idea.
Like a sort of remembrance thing. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Like shared memories.
Like sharing memories and
like do songs and like.
Whatever happens this weekend, I'm gonna get wrecked.
Who put a plan in you?
I sold all of my sister's Barbie extras on eBay. I'm basically loaded.
What's extra?
Pink braids.
You sold her crap?
She's 8. She should learn to lock up what she loves.
Shona!
Guys, you can do that mine. My folks are away.
On my days, can we?
Shona! I mean, it'd be great. What do you reckon, Albo?
I mean, me and Hamza used to go to primary school together, so like, we're pretty old school. Friends, pretty old school friends.
I haven't finished with it.
I'm serious, Sharon. I'm going to fucking drown you! I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. It's just words come out of my mouth. Don't laugh. I'm serious.
And you fall through the ice.
Don't just head for the light.
It's a sheet of ice.
Find a dark spot.
Head for the hole.
What do you reckon, Elbow? Some people ran to Sean's on Friday for hamster? Don't go, Elbow!
People were around.
Physically.
Well, you kind of go, who am I going to talk to?
All my mates are my age, so they're like me. Except they haven't been what I'm going through.
Or they're going through the same thing, but like in the films, with less of this.
Nothing.
And the grown-ups, we don't.
I don't.
Like, we haven't done this kind of talking before.
And if you do try, when you do try talking to someone,
and they look at you and there's this fear in their eyes.
It's like they're watching a crack appear in the fabric of the universe behind you, and all this empty, rubbish nothingness is pouring out.
Like the Titanic and the Arctic Sea flooding the room.
And they're nodding with their listening faces on.
Blink, blink, blink.
While actually trying to figure out the best escape for it.
Nothing scares people more than nothingness does.
Nothing.
So it's violent. Speaking, it shatters them.
Mum? Dad?
Did you see Rupert next door?
What?
Did you drop around his stuff? He's on family WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Guys, you see that?
What? From Buzz?
Yeah, the video they sent of the scat falling over.
Mum?
How was he?
Me?
Elbow, come on.
How was Rupert next door? You did see him, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Agoraphobia?
What's agoraphobia?
Rupert next door?
Yeah, I know.
I know, you know, but it's official now. I hear there was a woman, well, girl, with a clipboard, but she had a pixie cut with a muffle fluff at the back. I thought you don't imagine that of a doctor. But of course, these days, you get anyone being anything.
Or maybe Rupert next door weave his magic on her.
Rupert next door got mental health. He's not Navarro.
A man in his lifetime plays many parts.
Must get lonely. Rat around like a bean in a can. Agoraphobia or not, it's just care, isn't it? People just need care, don't they?
Mum,
Love?
at school today. Mum, do you remember Hamster? Who I used to hang out with?
I thought you still had...
No,
Can anyone else hear that?
how'd you cope, Mum? When someone dies? Okay! Mum?
Love?
Is 69.5 too much for a sprinkler? eBay, sprinkler, 965.
When did you ever step foot in the garden? Well, I'm glad you hopped by for Rupert. His mum was so decent to you when I went back. And everyone needs company, don't they? Lady little doctors don't know ready little doctors. Elbow!
Elbow, your mother's talking to you!
She found us.
Wraps and towels. She always knew where we were.
Well, we only ever hid in one place.
Why do you two keep going on about Nana?
Well, I don't know how memories work.
Maybe we can't talk to anyone because we're all scared, don't understand.
Understand what?
Understand us better than we do. Understand maybe we made this happen by arguing at him because we were with him when it happened, and we were with him because we wanted him to suffer.
Oh, for God's sake, please.
We didn't want him to suffer.
Then why did you say we hated him? Why do you say...
Oh, don't go over what we said again.
Because it hurts?
Listen, I am the keeper of the Book of Shoulds, and there's nothing in here about beating ourselves up over a silly misunderstanding.
A silly misunderstanding.
What?
We said we don't want to see him again, and we won. That's not good, is it?
Oh, will you stop it, please?
Ignore. It's what I do. We didn't mean to say anything so final.
Don't they say there are no accidents?
Who says that? No one says that.
It was Sigmund Freud in Persistence of Identity.
It was Master Oogway in Kung Fu Panda.
I just think maybe, we don't feel anything because, on some level we don't care. Earlier, one of us mentioned a psychopath.
Yeah, you.
I just think maybe it's at this age kids start to show tendencies, isn't it? Like one of us becoming a serial killer will end up being some dead-eye chick on a motorway or something creepy like the CEO of Facebook.
How dare you?
Can everyone please just ignore him?
Yeah, you're right. We should go into Daniel because if anything, it's probably thoughts that triggered the urge.
Don't.
What urge?
Don't ask.
Despre.
Please.
Oh my God. I can't deal with this. Is this going to be forever now? Him just banging on and on and on and...
Okay! I'm putting a new should in the book. We shouldn't spread paranoid thoughts.
They only make things worse.
Precisely.
Some urges are better kept and looked at.
Quite. No. We're supposed to be as one, not falling apart, not shattering. Remember what Miss said? There must be something in here. I am the keeper of the Book of Shoulds, Oughts, and Rightful Behaviour. Everything we've ever needed to know is in here. I've been compiling them ever since Elbow was a baby. Page 1, should number 1. We should cry if we want milk. We shouldn't poo ourselves too much. It gets itchy. We should cry if we get itchy. Oh, there were simpler times. Right to... Ah, yes. Just a couple of weeks ago. Learned the hard way. Shouldn't number 14,816. We shouldn't look Alice Bowman in year 13 in the eye, just in case.
She was really scary.
I'm running out of patience with your book. All we've got are a million shows like a million little policemen going LOLOLO every time I scratch my arse or don't put paper in the bloody paper recycling thing. Half of the crap in there contradicts the other half of the crap in there.
Hey, shouldn't number 14,817? We shouldn't spread negative thoughts.
Oh, I've just realized.
What?
This is great.
What?
We've got into Danielle's house. We're hardly thinking about being a psychopath at all.
For God's sake, just a moment of silence, please.
But what can we do? We're stuck with him. Wait. No, wait. It smells like... Oh, it smells like Lynx Africa.
It's him.
Is he?
Oh my God, he's coming!
Right, you watch the windows, I'll stay on the stairs.
Shoot the barrels.
No shit, Sherlock. Okay?
What?
That's what you've got. A great big old oozing scotchy fat ass death cake with icing and jelly with babies drowning in it. That's what you've got. Hello, I may have mentioned your boyfriend told me about hamster.
Oh. What's death cake?
Wait and see. All the cool kids know about it because you've got the golden ticket, baby.
What are you talking about?
Like, you don't have to be interesting anymore. You're authentic, you're cool by association. Parties, drinking, and maybe you get yourself a little... I mean, I know you and the mate are a thing, but like, your mate, the one with the shit hair, no? Someone said he died.
I guess.
Top left.
I need twonk.
Ow. This trick, yeah? Don't let undo you, yeah? Thing is, all your missions right now? They'll eat you alive. So you go like, head preacher man, Billy Big Bollocks. You gotta be able to hold down their stare. And if they get any kind of ideas, go back in their place. Show mate. Top left. Are you even playing?
And you're the Oracle, are you? Who do you know who's ever died?
You know Craig? The old ginormous head. Yeah. Well, his mate Phil or Pete or whatever. Craig blubbered for like weeks about it. I told him to pull himself together. Man up. Best advice he ever got. His words, not mine. Can't even reach the windows.
Don't listen to him. Elbo's big brother is an absolute donut. There's even a shouldn't here about ignoring him. Remember when he said his friend had a real gun and he touched it?
Plus, we're not taking advice from someone who smells of Lynx Africa.
Not in the book though, and that's the important bit.
Well, it's in the Bible.
It's not.
And lo, Noah cameth down and proclaimed, all of thee who smelleth of Lynx Africa shall not have thy opinion pinioned. Doth thy opinion be prickish?
Just shut up. The donut's right though, isn't he? It's like Sir said, we've got to stick together, one thing independent. I mean, look at Donut. He doesn't need anyone and he's like the strongest guy we know.
Let's not be like Donut.
He's not the one that has to fight amongst himself though, is he? He's got like no bullshit, zero tolerance authority.
Agreed. That's exactly what's in that thing. We're into winner with the whole psychopath idea.
I've warned you, haven't I?
You have more than once. In fact, you.
Head pooch.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again.
Didn't have the big bio, but I got the rest of the stuff off the list.
I like you coming round to play carer, Elbow.
It's alright.
Especially because your mum offered, on your behalf.
It's okay.
It's just because you're inconsistent. Which is okay. You've got your own life.
What?
Well, the baby bio. It was 3 weeks ago I asked for it. Don't worry. I always tell you when you drop by, even when you don't.
Okay.
It's just the contact more than anything. You can get companies to drop anything to your door these days, except company. But you're not supposed to be cooped up being someone's carer, right?
I said okay.
Do you know what those lot are doing out by the canal?
It's some sort of candlelit sharing for some kid at school who snuffed it.
You're not going? Didn't know him?
Well, they're not really my friends, so...
What about the one who died? I was going to shout that I've got hot chocolate and brownies, but...
What?
Oh, I don't know any of them. Or the one who died.
Well, you'll get on great then.
What?
All that crying. Those girls didn't even know him. And they're like some wailing, blubbering funeral procession. See her? With the weird bunches and the guitar. Shona. She sat behind him in French, and for the whole of year 7, she'd gob up little bits of paper and try to flick him into mine and his collars. And now look at her. She's written a song about him. And you see those two soapy, squeaky clean popular girls who are sharing the same scarf. They miss school because of it. They used to barge him in the corridors, but they missed school so they could stay in and put their crying faces on Instagram. They made him into a hashtag. That's how I heard about it. As an algorithm, it's...
What was his name?
Whose?
Your mate. The one you sat next to in French. The spitballs in your clothes. You were close.
No. What's close? We never had deep and meaningfuls like skimming stones at sunset and being all, I just really, feel things. He lived round the corner, so we hung out. We just did because we did, and then we didn't.
Why did you stop? Was it recent? I reckon feelings can get like headphones. Sometimes too loud, too quiet. But if you don't look after them properly, you have to spend for bloody ever untangling them.
I just use earbuds.
Oh, come on, that was on the spot. Well, sorta. I have a lot of time to myself. But still, it was meant to sound on the spot.
Sorry about the baby bio.
Don't be. I've run out. So if you ever see some, I'd appreciate it.
Are you okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay. Calm down.
You'll be better in the morning.
It's okay, we're your friends.
Do you need like some water or something?
No. It's okay. We're your friends. We're here for you.
Just have some water.
Breathe out. Breathe.
Faker!
Here. Hamster did sick loopty-loops. I can still smell the jet fuel.
Tourists.
So you don't answer your phone anymore? That's alright. I'm the same. But if you ever spot my little name coming up when it rings, that's just a little clue that it's me. Everyone asked after you. Seen the cards?
Yeah.
We didn't know what to put them, and I was like, here. I mean, it's his bench, isn't it?
Is it?
He carved his name in it. Actually, Shona and me made something. You're not allowed to take the piss. What do you think?
Is it your first birdhouse?
We thought we put in the tree. You know, birds, song, life.
Oh, tell her! Tell her everything about the emptiness and the nothingness and the gnawing, mashed up insideness. You know, we haven't even cried yet. Not even once, not even selfishly.
Do I need to have a word?
But she's here, and we love her.
You really think she wants some little dribble of a child who leaves a watery trail behind him wherever he goes? She wants someone more like Donut.
No one has ever wanted. Shh.
Tell her you feel nothing and she'll know you're a monster.
Sorry, Clammy. You didn't come to the school thing. Or the candlelit thing we did here. If it's, I don't know, maybe it all sucks. But not everyone could make it. So we're gonna have another one this Friday. We're gonna take turns sharing some stories about hamster. Maybe you might find it useful.
Stories? What stories? We literally hung out in his room and played Xbox the whole of last summer.
And the 3 summers before that. Not a thought to fresh air.
We shot Nazi zombies 8 hours a day.
And then we stopped hanging out with him. We didn't stop. We did when we started hanging out with Amir.
He stopped hanging out with us too.
We could have hung out as the 3. So why didn't we invite him?
Oh, come on, you're turning into you-know-who with all this misery talk. She doesn't mean it.
Just dumb stories like Savannah was saying about the time him and her tried to shoplift from Snips. And the guards chased them. And they even got out the door, but then they tripped over a cockapoo. You know, stories. It helps sometimes. Seeing other people feel things helps me feel things. I don't know, it's dumb. We're gonna dress this bench with things we remember. No. You can get bunting. That has like your photo printed on them. So we're gonna make hamster bunting and poems and stuff to stick up and
why? That's not what he was like.
I think that's what he was like.
How would you know?
Okay.
Did you even hang out outside of school?
Okay,
But you didn't, because you weren't actually friends. Just like him and Savannah weren't actually friends because he didn't even like her. Just like he didn't even like...
Go on. Finish what you were gonna say.
He didn't even like you. He said you were like some Ernest Blue Peter girl. And he said smoking made you a tryhard.
Wow.
I'm not having a go at you. I'm just...
Really? Because it sounds like you kinda are.
I'm just trying to say that he was...
What? Eventually, you know people will stop asking you if you're okay.
No, Amira!
Sorry. Did you say something? Elbow?
Please, Amira!
Okay.
space, no one can hear you scream. But in the emptiness, Elbow could hide anywhere. But wherever he looked, no one was looking. And whatever he said, there was no one to contradict him. You can be as safe as you would in a fortress, sitting in your own pile of shit. We never agreed to that word. You never agreed to that word.
Lovely blue skies and everything's bright and fresh and the colours of a toothpaste advert. And the water's lapping and there's a log fire, like the one Hamster showed us how to make when we went camping. Oh, and the water's lovely, splash, splash. And the fire's lovely, crackle, crackle. And the air's nice. And it's the loveliest dream in the whole wide world. And you can smell popcorn. But it's not popcorn because it's Amir's hair. And he smells like popcorn and Benson hedges that she stole from her dad's North Face puffer jacket with the hole in it from the hallway where you guys had your first kiss. And you know, it's okay. Tell him anything about the loneliness and the nothingness and
too much.
No, because you can tell him anything. Because, you know, maybe he'll make it okay and remember the niceness of...
It's too much.
Tell somebody. Mind control, subliminal messages. Tell him.
Oh, don't play games. This is absolutely not in the book of shoulds.
Oh, there are no shoulds anymore, just whatever she wants.
Do you want me to tell her you said that? You know what'll happen.
Tell me what? The other thing you notice is even the weather doesn't notice you. Which obviously you knew if you thought about it. But on TV, it's normally rainy when the main character's sad. Prophetic fallacy, GCSE drama. So, you know, when it's all sunny, you start to think, am I really the main character? And there's the real main character in the sun, happy, slaying dragons, snogging royalties, or getting a record deal, because, you know, the sun. And there's good bits and hard bits about thinking like this. On the plus side, life goes on, and on the other, it goes on and on and on. With and without your participation. Until...
Miserable. I feel like a ghost. Welcome to my life. Your dinner's in the thing? On the thing?
Thing.
What? Microwave? Okay.
Put in for 2.5 minutes and take off the
Lid.
lid, and then you stir it with a
Fork.
And then, well, you put in for like another...
Eternity, until the sun detonates and sucks the whole solar system into a black hole, until Christ rises again, to win Dancing on Ice by beating King Jong-un and that presenter off of Springwatch.
It's alright, Dad.
Did you see?
The
video.
Pathetic.
Squish, you're back. How long for? Oh, laundry. Get you on the rain.
What, dickhead? Piss off.
Piss off. Hey, Elbow. Did you pick up the baby bio?
Yeah, Mum, that was ages ago.
Donut, I asked if you could get some plant food for Rupert next door.
Yeah, I'll take it around later.
You what?
What?
I do that. Rupert asked me to do that, Mum. That's what I do.
Yeah, but you stopped bothering. And that's okay. But it's good someone cares now, isn't it?
I care.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby cares.
You didn't know. Rupert's alright.
Kids.
Yeah, I know Rupert's alright. Talk nicer. I'm gonna put the bend on a bit. But he's a laugh.
Mum, Rupert was my thing.
It's not your thing if you don't care.
I do care.
You don't. Caring's doing. It's not just sitting there thinking about it.
He just sits at home seeing how many farts he can squeeze into his bedroom.
That was good. Come on, you can afford that. You're on your own here, mate.
Well, I want to start again.
Start.
It's Friday night, Elbow. You must have better things to do than care work for your next door neighbour. Enjoy yourself. Donna doesn't mind. Do you, Squidge?
After Rupert's, I've headed around to Christine's.
Send love. I tell your mum that we're having for the shingle on Sunday. GoPros on, hair done, face lit.
I really love karaoke Sundays with the gang.
Oh, did you see
the video?
Do it again.
Did you see that? Hilarious.
His expression.
Maddie took that. You can come if you want, Elbow. One thing about Christine's dad is he can laugh at himself. Broken arm or no broken arm.
Oh, you little plum.
I thought you'd be your brother.
Sorry. It wasn't me who found it.
I'd offer you a drink, but I'm...
It's alright. I should get going. You and your plants probably have big plans to watch Strictly.
not quiet. I'm...
No?
No. What's up?
I've realised something. I hate him.
Your brother?
Hamster.
Okay.
I fucking hate him. He told his mum we were best friends. We weren't best friends.
I don't know, I guess...
Isn't your best friend supposed to be someone you share stuff with, like inner stuff?
I guess best friends can come in all...
And I hate how everyone's talking about him. There's like this whole community of kids who are talking about him, pretending they knew him.
Why is that a problem?
Because Hamster wasn't this kitteny rainbow boy. He was a wind-up merchant. He was snarky. He was a shit about Amir when he found out I liked him.
Your boyfriend?
Kinda. Was. He just made all these shit comments about how he had green hair once. Or his feet.
Well...
How can you have a problem with someone's feet? Their feet. And he used to make all these comments while we were playing Cuphead. And I just threw the controller and say, make game over. And I know that's a dick thing to say, but that's all I said and I left.
But you didn't mean it.
I did. Like I was on fire with it. So no, I can't be this fucking saint for his disciples and pretend he was a saint too. Because he was a prick. And dying was a prickish thing to do. And me being his best friend, am I really all he's got?
But you won. The girl you pointed out, last time you were here, with the guitar. If all the strings were the same, now hear me out. If all the strings were the same, you couldn't make a chord. You couldn't make a song. Even when you really love someone, there are other feelings there too. Everything's a mix. Maybe you love them, maybe you hate them. And the fact you're trying to block out what your friends are telling you makes me think there are other feelings there too. Listen to them. Talk to them. Everything's a two-way process.
So you're telling me I have to let in this bunch of soppy shit idiots just so I can be happy?
I'm saying wholeness requires others. We're all a mix of us and the people we do us with. Humans lighting up other humans.
Did you know I was coming?
I have a date.
But you've got agoraphobia.
I know. Aren't I greedy?
Is it that doctor with the clipboard and the hair?
She's not a doctor. She's an admin assistant. She works at a care agency. She's my age and we clicked. And she might leave the clipboard at home.
I'm such a dick.
Elbow, everyone is a dick. And we can still love them. Now, be a mate and fuck off.
Right.
The candlelit boards are back. Maybe you can talk to them on the off chance it lights something in you.
Don't.
What?
You know what? Do that and we're done. You'll be a faker like them.
So
this isn't about Hamster, it's about you. It's about you being a victim when you're not. You can't cry. You ended it. You didn't want him.
He was meant to fight back.
Why?
Because.
Don't you dare.
I wasn't. Because. I don't know. Because I wasn't thinking. Because I'm allowed to not think and say dumbass crap and break down about it like a hypocrite. Like a hypocrite. I can be both things. I can disagree with myself.
Don't you dare. What would Donut do? You wouldn't see Donut being all... You're a faker.
Donut's the faker. Pretending to be just one thing. Like this stone god floating about the place, being all inevitable.
You cry and I'm off. Cry and I'm walking, I swear. Mate, do that and game over. Sorry.
What did you do with the others?
Cross my heart, I don't have that power. They just escaped one night.
Where?
The cracks. But that's the nothingness. They could be anywhere and you'll never make it back.
There's only one place they'd be, and I will make it back. Because you're going to help me. Unless you want to walk.
I've stood by you through everything. No one protects you like I do.
Then we should be on the same side. Right? Right, soldier?
Dib, dib, dib.
life, every new loss contains excitement. Your dumb white knuckle grip on all the other crap we've ever had to lose, or had stolen, all that's died. Dead gerbils found all stiff and doorstoppy in their nest one morning.
People you see kissing someone else.
Correct.
That actually really good stripy jumper you packed before you moved house, but wasn't there when you unpacked?
Whole oceans of loss crashing into ponds and smashing through rivers, swallowing swimming pools and spitting out waterfalls. Every time you grieve, you go back. Not to the first time, but right back to the last.
The last time you ever got lost there?
In the lost sea of loss.
This is the important bit. And you're ruining it?
I'm not.
Bloody are.
Bloody ain't.
I'm not arguing about this.
Good, then I win. As Elbow swam through the abyss,
He had to be very
he had to be as quiet as the Antarctic, as quiet as a paper clip in a drawer. I like that one.
Thanks. Just thought of it.
He could hear where the voices were hiding.
So like they say, if you're going through hell,
keep going.
She found us!
I knew she would.
Guys, all this mess, it's not your fault. I should have spoke to you, but I don't know how it all works, and when you came with your really downbeat.
Oh my days, so downbeat.
I literally wanted to shoot myself.
Alright. I just wanted you silent. I just wanted to block you out, and I shouldn't have talked to you. All of you, back and forth, and I'm sorry. If one of us is missing, there's no balance. Do you know how to do the tongue? Back in?
We know how.
We've always known how.
We just...
Well, we can't, can we?
Not without making a horrible mess.
What do we do?
We can't do anything.
Only you can.
It's all you.
Me?
The cupboard, the jar, the nothingness, everything.
I just think it's all my fault that we're here. I should stay here and let the nothingness swallow me up like I deserve.
Oh, he's back!
We have somewhere we have to be.
Hamster probably only knew me as a little brat who'd gob up bits of Rizzler and try and get it down his collar in French. Till one day he turned around and it looked like his eyes were gonna pop, and he went, "Va te faire, foutre," which, if you don't know, is rude in French. But even though all that, he still walked me home sometimes when it was dark. So, to me, he was the best.
I don't know. He never walked me home or anything, so I thought we got on. But maybe I heard now we didn't. I always liked him though.
I need to speak to you.
Mate, we're in the middle of something. If you have something to say.
Sometimes I hated Hamster. That was the feeling.
Because he could be a right dick.
Like all of us.
He was a mix.
And some of those parts I hated sometimes.
But I could never just boil him down to one singular thing.
Not yet.
But you're right about one thing.
This was his bench, and he did carve his name into it. But only after he tried to burn it down about 8 times with his mum's lighter and some Glade air freshener.
Maybe that's limitation of mine. I don't know.
I can't let him go with us forgetting that. It doesn't seem fair somehow.
On him, or any of us left behind either.
And I feel like I'm missing something that should be right here next to me.
Like a really annoying shadow, usually smiling because he had something smart-ass to say.
But he wasn't just one thing.
I feel ashamed of myself that ruins anything for you, when everyone else can just talk about him as he was just the best. I love this like that for you, but for me, it's messier.
He was a mix of...
It was a rattlebag of contradiction and snaky comments.
Bossiness and worry.
Loyalty, anger.
silliness, sensation.
And 4 in the morning, first the morning, honesty.
The stuff I didn't always want to look at. Of course he liked you. He just didn't like how much I liked you. So he'd make all these comments and if you can forgive me, him, I hope you can forgive me for being literally a shit.
You are a shit.
I just wanted things outside to hurt like all the things hurt on the inside.
I think I wanted to see someone shatter, like me.
Sorry I pushed you away.
I shouldn't have.
The way we treat them outside is the way we treat us inside and vice versa.
And that's it.
I don't know what else I'm feeling.
Yet.
Definitely love, but...
I'm just getting started. Sorry. Clammy.
About what you said.
Amira, he wasn't angry at you. He was angry at me.
No, I mean, thanks and everything. I believe you. But still, I'm serious. If that's what he wanted, shall we burn this bench down?
And so, as the sun set over the canal, students and friends gathered and held one another, and
They lovingly set fire to Hamster's bench. Or didn't. You decide.